Hey guys, this is 2013 Camry SE. If you look under the hood, looks like this is a 2AR-FE engine. And today what I'm gonna do is replace the PCV valve. I got this from Amazon for 12 bucks or so. This is 21mm deep socket. This will not come out because inside there is another clip. To get to that clip, here are the two screws that you also have to remove at the bottom of the car. This is the plastic piece that came off, and here's the plastic clip that I was talking about at the end. Okay, as long as you got your wheel taken off, you might want to inspect your belt. It's nearly impossible to see the PCV directly, so I'll use the camera to reach in deeply to show you the location. So if you start from the front left, okay, and go in, okay, stay with me. If you go in, you gotta see this sticker. And if you continue to the left, there. That's the PCV hose. And inside is the PCV valve. Okay guys, my wife's gonna hold the phone. I can't seem to get it at the bottom, so I'm going from the top. Okay, so I'm going in, my left hand is going in this way. See, I just got the hose pulled out. And then I got my right hand here just above the AC line, and then reached in there and then pulled really hard, and I got the hose out now. With the hose removed, so to reach the PCV valve, it's not super hard. I would say it's medium hard, only because slightly confined space, but I've had much more difficult bolts to remove, so I wouldn't get intimidated. Okay, you're gonna have to get creative though. Look at these two sockets here. Okay, this is actually the 1/2 inch and this is the 3/8. If you look at the length here, this is 3 inches long and this is 2.5 inch. And if you use the longer one, the PCV valve will go in all the way. You could use it, but you're gonna have to put some, paper towel or something in there to make sure the PCV valve, the threads will come out to about here. Okay. Or if you got one of these, this actually fits in perfectly. See, it stops right where the threads are. Okay. But you could use either one. You just have to get creative. But the other key thing is, you see different length extensions. The other thing that you have to play with is you gotta go at it like this, right? And that's not gonna give you room to put the wrench in. Okay, so you're gonna need some kind of extension. I found one was just enough to get this in. I wish I had a one that was kind of a medium length, between these two. Actually, let's measure. So this is almost, 2 3/4, almost 3 inches. We had something like 4.5 inch extension, that would be good. But this one right here is 6 inches, and this was too long. Once you get this in there, then there's absolutely no room to get the wrench in there. Okay, so this long one is out of the question. But then it all depends on total length from here to there. Okay, 8 inches, that's too much. So the other one is, if you got one of these swivel head, it will help. It will help to get at it, kind of this angle, and you're not gonna get a lot of room to turn. So you're gonna just go a little bit at a time, like just a few clicks and turn, like this. If you don't have one of those, then you could use one of these universal joint. If you don't have one of these, you gotta get one of these. I mean, this comes handy so many times, and this actually makes it a pretty good length. Okay, it makes it a 6.5 inch. Then you can get this on there, so this could work also. Okay, but I think this configuration is more stable because this doesn't wobble around. The only bad thing about this is this part kind of wobbles around, so it's sometimes in a confined space it's hard to get it positioned in the right location. So you could, this configuration actually does fit. You can't get it in like this initially. You have to get it in, position it like this first. Okay, then you have just enough room to get this up there, and push this in. Then you can work on it. Okay, so what I did was, initially I removed it. Well, I loosened it. Okay, I loosened the PCV using this, and like I said, you only got a minimal room to loosen, and PCV valve is on there really tight. Okay, so once I got it loosened, then I went to this configuration and I just used my hand to unloosen it. And when I put it back, what I did was I used my hand. Okay, I used my hand to start threading in maybe a turn or two, and then after that I used this to tighten it even more, and then after that I used this configuration to finish the tightening the bolt. Okay, you see how I have the socket set up, and I'm doing it from the left side of the brake. Okay, I loosened it with the socket and had to get it. I mean, it felt like it was on there really tight. I had to get it to turn about between 1 and 2 full turns before I can hand loosen it like I'm doing it right now. All right. Wow. Son of a gun. I finally got it out. Doesn't sound too bad. Let me. This is the new one. Oh, I hear the difference. This one, I can feel whatever's rattling inside is a lot more free. You can see it's the movement is restricted. So, okay, just want to make sure there's a part number. I'm wondering why the replacement part that I bought is black color. You're gonna have to unhook this. Just squeeze this tab here where my thumb is, and then pull it out. Then you're gonna have to loosen this 10mm bolt there. Man, that's a long screw, or at least it feels like it. It's gonna look like that. Okay, now that bracket should come out. You can move this out of the way. To put back the PCV valve, I tried both 1 and 2 short extension configuration, but it was difficult to get the PCV into the hole in the first place. And second, it was difficult to get the threading started, and I ended up dropping the PCV perhaps about a dozen times. After that, to my surprise, when I stretched my arm out far, I was actually able to reach there just using my hand without any tools, and I was able to start the threading of the PCV. However, maybe because I dropped the PCV too many times, the new one refuses to start threading. I tried like 20 different times. So, however, the old one was going back in just fine. So I thought about ordering another PCV, but once I cleaned the old PCV, it rattled and shook very close to the new one. Before it was, it almost looked like a kind of like a dirty oil color, brownish color. And I can feel it's moving around a lot easily. This is the new one. Between the sound and the shaking, the movement feel that you get from your fingers, now it's almost identical as the new one. So I just put the old one back on for now. I tend to replace the PCV on a regular basis, like 30 to 50,000 miles. So I'll get a new one put in next time. This is also a good test to see how a cleaned PCV will perform. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope that this video helped you. Please like and subscribe, and check out my other DIY videos. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys next time.